don't jack religion because I know that the original religion of black people was solar science, as I call it. We understood for example, right, the 12 hours in a day.
Yeah.
You multiply that by 2 to give you 24.
Right.
Those are actually the 12 zodiac signs that we experience every 60 minutes. So, for example, Virgo is the beginning of the zodiac on a solar scale. So when you're dealing with months when you're dealing with the zodiac on a scale of months, it's Aries first. When you're dealing with it on a scale of solar system travel, it's Virgo. Now they say that the witching hour, or the hour on the planet Earth when paranormal activity is at its highest, is at 3:15 to 3:16 a.m. but specifically between 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Now, why is that? That's because the planet comes into Virgo, and there's literally an electromagnetic flux that is pushed across the planet, and this frequency travels around the entire globe and powers the latitude and longitude lines of the planet Earth. Some of us call it ley lines, dragon lines, key lines, but these are real frequencies. Yes. And our ancestors not only understood these frequencies, they built their civilizations right underneath them.
Right.
And so when
nearly every major city in the United States is built on the crossroads of these ley lines.
That's right. And they got that template from us. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because now you see why they say, oh, astrology is the devil. Oh, Egypt is the devil. Oh, don't worship astrology. That's witchcraft. Anything that we did that made us powerful, they demonized the shit. And I want you to know why. Because our ancestors was not religious. This is why no matter what religion you read, it starts in Egypt and it starts with the demonization of Egypt. Why do everybody hate Egypt so much? What the fuck did Egypt do to y'all? So you got to ask yourself, what really makes black people powerful? Our knowledge of science combined with spirituality. Not only were we spiritual, we were able to express our spirituality scientifically. And when you read about it, white people they'll get it misconstrued as if we worship the sun. Or it was, they'll say, oh, these people practice sun. We didn't worship no damn sun. We just knew that the sun was the source of all physical reality in life. And another thing I want to break down about the sun, of why we need to return to that, is because no other person on this planet Earth can reach the creator through the sun except for black people. And I'm going to give y'all an example, right? There's a process called ultra-fast internal conversion, where the melanin, the neuromelanin, keyword, neuromelanin, only black people have neuromelanin. Non-black people have pheomelanin. Let's be clear on that. The neuromelanin in our skin can convert UV rays and other spectrums of the sun into evenly dispersed energy at a ratio of 99.9%. Nobody else's body can mechanically do that. So this is why they get sun cancer. So not only do we convert this energy evenly, what they also don't tell you is that we have the ability to perform human photosynthesis. So what human photosynthesis is when the melanated receptors in your skin take photons.
The melanocytes, yep.
That's right. When they take photons from the sun and convert it directly into food energy. Mm-hmm. And the way that we do this is because black people have the same chemical construct as plants. The only difference is we have iron in our blood and plants have magnesium. If we were to switch them chemicals, we would turn green and plants would turn black. So black people are literally a plant people. Our teeth are herbivore based. We're meant to grind plants. We are literally humanoid plants because we're the only species that grew organically with the earth. And so the reason I tell white people we can't grow together or we can't learn together is because we're not the same. That don't mean we can't be friends. You go find out what's best for you and you go do that. I know what's best for me and it's in the sky and I need to return to that. And I can't return to that if I'm religious. I can't return to that if I'm an African American. I can't return to that if I'm taking vaccines and shit. And so my thing is, I'm just trying to return back to the knowledge that my ancestors passed down to me before somebody cut that transmission. Me trying to return to the throne that was left for me to sit on in the first place should not be seen as an act of hate because I stand firm in my human potential as a black person. That's like a turtle Once again, I'm gonna go back to the turtle and the bird. That's like a turtle telling the bird, "Oh, you hate me because you don't want to live down here with me." Like, nah, bitch.
Yeah.
So what white people got to realize is we must part ways when it comes to our destinies. If you want to socialize, if you want to interact, if you want to kick it, if you want to eat and play and club and football and basketball and UFC, we can do that. But what we cannot do is go to the same college. We cannot continue to do that. We cannot continue to go to the same. If y'all want to vaccinate and do prescription drugs and shit like that, nigga, go ahead, have fun. but our ancestors told us to be holistic. Our ancestors told us to use herbs. Okay, y'all got, Dr. Oz. We got Dr. Sabi. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'm being honest. So that don't mean we want to beef with y'all. We don't want to beef with y'all. But I know myself.
Yeah.
Biologically and spiritually.
We need different things.
Yeah. And I'm not going to let nobody peer pressure me out of what I know.
Yeah.
Because her name is Anthony Fauci. Get the fuck out.